If you want to stay up to date with all current hip hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to become part of this community. Alright, let's talk about CLB because there has been some news surrounding this that you've probably already seen, but if not, then today I wanted to break down these, new teasers, new information that we have on this, so let's jump straight into it. So the first one concerns the release date a little bit, the second one does as well, but both kind of in different ways. The first one was that LeBron James himself took to Instagram to just randomly, kind of independently say, CLB coming soon people, my brother ain't effing around. And Drake also took this story and reposted it in his own Instagram story. So apparently Drake wants to indirectly tell us that CLB is coming soon. Now of course he could have also just done that himself. I guess it's just a, greater effect to have one of the greatest basketball players of all time do this, and then you're just kind of like, oh yeah, he said it too, that's right. So I guess it's just, a way of promoting it. Maybe, I don't know if, LeBron James has actually himself heard the album. I'm guessing he has. He's been supporting Drake for some time now. So I'm thinking that maybe, he knows about the release date. He knows that it's coming soon, and he just wants to tell people, oh, this is actually still coming. You got to wait for it. But to me, it just kind of seems like, Drake could have done this himself. There's no need for LeBron to be the middleman in this case to go tell people, it's coming soon. This should come from Drake. And especially with an album like this, where Drake is heavily criticized for not, giving enough information to the people when his album is coming, what the updates are, if we have any more information on the album, on its release date whatsoever. In this case, for someone like LeBron to be the middleman and then Drake just reposting it, I don't know. It could just all be part of a bigger promotional cause for it. I don't really know, but, we'll just have to wait and see. LeBron is saying it's coming soon. If this means before the summer ends, is not sure. At least that's what Drake once said, but the summer is almost over, so I'm really not sure where this whole thing is going. Anyway, another hint that we also got towards CLB is a story post by Drake himself, which is more interesting because this is directly from him and not through some sort of middleman. So let's look at this one. This was Drake's official Instagram story, and on here we can see him on FaceTime with 40 still in the studio. This looks like the same one that they also recorded that Fair Trade snippet, or where he played that on Instagram, and we can see him apparently still working on the album. He has a mic set up, so maybe he's still recording some last touches on the album, which would kind of be weird because a couple of weeks or two to 3 weeks ago he said that the album is finished. So I don't know what's going on with this one. He also said that it's in the mastering process before that. Maybe some last finishing touches, some ad-libs, some background vocals whatsoever, which they're still recording, so apparently still in the process. But the other big thing that of course people picked up on is that notebook in front of him where he drew that CLB cover in a very girly way. I'd like to mention, we've also seen him rock that weird fur coat the other day, so he's departing more and more from being a man in a way, but that's a whole nother topic that we could talk about. But no hate towards Drake right here, it's all love. But anyway, he drew that CLB logo, and then at the bottom of it we can see 2021, so apparently it's still coming 2021. This is at least somewhat of a reassurance of, people. I've seen people online talk about oh, he said he drop it before the end of the summer, so he talks about summer 2022. That is not true. This is still coming 2021, so he's actually confirming this in this case. Of course, that was also clear beforehand, but this is just a confirmation for anyone that still had doubts of maybe him not dropping it at all or anything like that. Still in the plans to drop it 2021, even if it's a couple of weeks or months later than the announced summer or before the summer ends release date. The summer is actually already over. School is starting back up for a lot of people. That usually marks the end of the summer, so that is in that regard summer is over. But I guess in a official sense it's not yet. but I would have thought that Drake would give it to the people on time, which he now didn't. I'm pretty disappointed by that. I thought Drake really wanted to capitalize off of being like the king of the summer, the one that drops right after we get, out of quarantine and all that. Again, the summer is starting back up and people are moving again outside and they're partying and all that he wanted to be the person that they're listening to. This also could have to do with Donda, to be honest. There's a lot of memes going around of like Kanye waiting on Drake and now Drake picking up on that and then also further delaying it. So maybe that's like a little power battle between the two. I'll probably make a video solely on that, what would happen if they both dropped on the same day and if they're actually waiting on each other. This would of course be, if they dropped on the same day, a really big day for music. One would try to outsell the other and the other way around. So but I don't think that's really the reason why Drake would delay it, and also that wouldn't be the reason why Kanye would delay it, because both of them I think are not that much attached to their pride and would worry about some childish stuff like that. If it really comes down to they want to drop their musical projects, they want to drop the body of art that they've been working on for a long time, and I think that regardless they would just drop it for their own sake and not wait on someone else in the game who they have somewhat of a rocky past with. In this sense, I also got to say that for them to drop on the same day as them, I think that's a pretty like childish power play that I would not say Drake or Kanye are either of them are down for. Kanye might be, but I think Drake is above that, and Drake would handle this more maturely. But in the end, we got to see. Maybe they'll drop on the same day, maybe they won't, but at least we know CLB is still coming 2021. That's a good sign. It's not forgotten about. It's not like scrapped or anything. But this really has been a long delay. First of all, it was supposed to drop last summer, then last fall we got the announcement for January. Then in January we got the announcement that Drake couldn't drop it due to his knee injury. Then it was delayed indefinitely to later on this year. We then got the unofficial hints and teasers that it would drop before the summer ends or during the summer. So we just don't really know, man. That's all I gotta say. That's why I haven't made a video on this in a long time, but now that we're getting more and more teasers again towards this album, towards when it's dropping, I think it's time to start back getting excited for it and to get the hype going up, because this could drop any week now. Like, this is literally an album that is supposed to drop already. It's past due that it's dropping, so this could drop any week. So I'm excited for this. I think that some of these hints are looking really good. The fact that LeBron is saying this on his Instagram story and Drake is reposting it, the fact that Drake is giving these little hints with the notebook and stuff like that, I think is looking pretty good. Yeah, that's my thoughts on this. Now I want to know what you think about this. Are you excited for CLB? What do you think about the new teasers? Do you think it'll still drop before the summer ends? In a way, it's already over, but you know what I mean. So let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media and blog down in the description. It really helps me out. Until the next one, y'all have an incredible day, and y'all take care.